No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. After 40, there he goes. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attacking another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Inside the 25. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Hard running there. To the 10. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Gamecocks with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Looking for room. It's Sampson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have
puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
This defense has been sliced. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a go. First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pass rush, going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Best. Spinderella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 11. And the
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11.
First and 10. 27 jump.
Off play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Garrison. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
On the run, it's Sampson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
42, Mississippi State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
To the air, it's Garrison. Fires to the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL, Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, South Carolina! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Let's go! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keene. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the... just dismissing tackles. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Back to throw, it's Garrison. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're working that left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Upshaw. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Working that left side now. All the way down to their 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Might as well give it to him again. Smashes ahead. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Right on the money. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Good enough for a first down.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got it and still on his feet. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Garrison. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Mississippi
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
71, Mississippi State, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Mississippi State, 21.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
They take over, first and 10.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick step and go. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Fakes to grab. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play. Because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
There he goes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Upshaw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here we go. From the gun. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
42. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll try it again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback extends the play. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sweet cut there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads.
He'll take a shot. And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
At the 35, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Got room to work. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now the play fake. Works the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Upshaw. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Big fullback's got him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To throw, it's Cantrell. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play.
Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over Middle Tennessee. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A quick pass to the left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air, it's Cantrell. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over.